Alright, welcome back to the channel everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another video. People are always asking me, traders I'm talking about in specific, is it possible to learn how to trade in about a month? Okay, we're talking 30 days, right? And the way I actually learned how to trade the correct way was using naked charts. It opened my eyes up to everything. I'm going to tell you, it really all depends on the person, okay? Yes and no, okay? Because maybe you're someone that, say for instance, is very regiment. You know, you put a lot of hard work in, a lot of patience, practicing, because you know practice makes perfect, and you spend a lot of hours on the charts, okay? When I was talking specifically about that is understanding what is classified to me as one of the most important concepts or core concepts of trading, market structure. I say this time and time again, guys, if you can master market structure, you are more than 90% on your way to becoming a profitable and consistent day trader. What do I mean by that? Because look, if you understand market structure, then you're able to read the market the correct way like professionals do. Knowing that if the market is making higher highs and higher lows, breaking structure, then we are trending to the upside. And we should only be looking for positions to go long, right? And vice versa if we're moving to the downside, breaking structure, okay? So that is critical. I promise you, if you can master this one concept, the idea, not idea, but the principle of market structure, okay? That is an extremely important, to me, it's number one, okay, on my list. All right, and any professional trader's list, I'm sure, because if you cannot read and understand the flow of the market, okay, all right, the flow up and down, or down and up, you know, it is going to, you're going to get destroyed. All right, you may have some lucky days, you know, a couple in between, but at some point the market is going to smack you hard, okay, really hard, and you're going to get burned. All right, so trust me when I say this, and if you don't believe me, you can ask some of the fellow members here that are part of our community by clicking on and finding the link to the Discord community down in the description portion of the video. It's free to join, okay? I just want to throw that out there to you guys, all right? We have successful traders that have turned their whole trading career around, all right? Many that were struggling, and now those that are seeing the light, okay? No longer red, all right? And they are on their way to becoming profitable. And we have traders that are profitable now by simply spending time watching the videos here on this channel. Go to the Discord and ask. That is the purpose and the reason why I created the Discord, is to allow people to engage with one another, community members, and ask questions. No question is a dumb question or a stupid question, okay? You will find that there are, you know, a great number of traders on or who are part of the community that have found consistency and are able to become profitable now. Many of them trade with their own money. Many of them have joined or become funded traders through these prop firm companies. Now, I don't trade prop firm money, but I'm not, you know, bashing or speaking negative on any particular thing. I've been trading with my own funds since day one, from, you know, going back 12 years ago. But anyways, I just want to show you, just in a nutshell, breaking things down as much as I can in this short little quick video about, you know, just the idea that you can trade or learn how to day trade in 30 days or less if you stick to the regiment and spend hours in on these charts. It's getting the training in that you need. All right, so I just want to show you an example of what I'm talking about here, and it all kind of comes together when using the strategy. Understand this, okay? The strategy and how I trade, okay, and the one that I really show or have been talked about, not say show, but have talked about and expressed here on my channel, it all centers around confluence. Okay, the more confluence you have, the better you're going to be in position to take a winning trade. All right, high probability setups. Okay, with confluence from multiple charts, meaning take a higher time frame, okay, chart. You can mark your zones off of that. I'm talking about supply and demand, and then wait for the market to tap back into that demand or supply area off the higher time frame. Move down to your lower time frame chart and do what? Look for, if we're bullish and we mark a demand zone off the higher time frame, then we move down to our lower time frame chart, whatever it is, okay? I trade range-based charts, so I primarily use a 60 range and a 12 range. 60 being my higher time frame, 12 being my lower time frame. I'll mark my demand area off my higher time frame. I'm moving down now to see a demand setup on my lower time frame. It is as simple as that. If you don't believe me, come over to the Discord and ask, okay? Now, take a look at what I'm talking about here. The market, we're going to cover just a quick example of what market structure looks like. When we're looking at here the E-mini S&P 500, the ES futures, the market is making and breaking structure to the upside. Okay, meaning it's making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, now we see what it's been doing the last few weeks, last few days, right? Okay, each time it pulls back, it makes a new high. Okay, and it breaks highs from one session to the next session. Okay, so the market is made a high here, a low. And it broke, was it yesterday on the 4th? I believe it was, at the opening of December 4th session into the Globex session or the ETH session. Or I trade electronic trading hours, guys, okay? So it broke this high here, okay? Pushed up, broke structure right here, okay? Right above 45.96 or 97 area, okay? Now, look what happened right here. You always want to pay close attention to what? To market structure, all right? Because that's going to let you know which direction you need to trade, all right? And if you practice this over and over, looking for these setups and understanding how to read market structure, yes, I will say if you're someone that's consistent with it, all right, and you truly know how to read market structure, you master that, 30 days or less, you're going to have this thing wrapped up really easy and be on your way to consistency, okay? Now, again, you want to back test and even forward test, okay? The strategy, okay? Over and over and over again so that it works. Trust me, it works. It's just so that you are able to see it, okay? And you want to replicate that each time. Write a trading plan. Write it down and stick to those steps, okay? So the steps are looking for and following the structure of the market. Higher highs, higher lows, okay? Then the market makes a high here, okay? Still, I'm bullish because we're breaking structure to the upside. Now, the market then turns and does what? It breaks this area right here. You see this area in between this swing here? That's what I like to classify as internal structure, a minor area structure, okay? And it breaks it to the downside. So once it breaks, okay, either a major or a minor area structure, all right, in this case here, to the downside, then I'm starting to look for, I want to look for short entries, right? So, excuse me. So this area right here, once it breaks that minor area structure or internal structure area there, then I'm going to move down to my lower time frame chart, and all I'm going to do is look for a supply setup in this case here because we broke structure to the downside. Now, if we were moving up like right here, made a high, higher low, higher high, and the market came back right here and rejected and pushed higher, okay? So this would actually be a demand zone, all right? And the only reason why it's no longer valid is because the market has broke through it, which means it broke through that minor area structure. But let's say the market did make a high right here and pull back. Everyone that follows the channel already know what we do. We do what? We move down to the lower time frame chart, whatever your lower time frame entry chart is, and look for a demand setup on that chart. Once you have the market breaking structure on the lower time frame chart, okay, and pulling back to a demand area, okay, all right, then you look for rejection to go long. Now, in this case here, we actually broke a minor area structure or internal structure to the downside here. So we're looking at this point to go what? To go short. We want to look for supply setup at this time now once we have broken structure on the higher time frame, okay? Again, if we haven't broken structure and the market pulls back to this area right here, which is demand, then I'm looking to go long on my lower time frame, okay? But in this case here, we broke structure below. So now let's move down to my lower time frame, which I use as the 12 range chart, okay? Maybe you're someone that uses a 60-minute chart or maybe a 5-minute chart, you know, whatever the case is. I don't know 100% because I don't trade time-based. People always ask me the question, you know, what would you compare in comparison to the range-based? You know, what is kind of the when using a time-based charts, you know, what charts kind of mirror each other, okay, in a sense, all right, or work best. So if you trade range-based charts, people always say, I use the 60 and 12. Does the 60-minute and 5-minute chart, you know, match up to that? I don't know because I really don't trade, you know, time-based charts, and I never really have. You know, I've looked at them, but I don't trade them. I've only traded range-based because to me, it's cleaner to the eye. So please, I know if you're going to even ask that question, I'm telling you right now because people always ask me that. Cleaner to the eye. That's all it is. Okay, but so now that we've broken structure or minor area structure to the downside, okay, even within this swing right here, all right, I'm going to my lower time frame. Simple as that. So this was that low that you just saw. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you right now on the higher time frame again. Let's blow it up. This low right here at 53 and a quarter, 53 area. Okay, that the market made. All right, we're gonna go back to the lower time frame right here, 53, 54 area right here. Okay, that's that low. Now we broke structure on the higher time frame. I'm looking for a supply setup. All right, the market runs back up. Okay, it breaks some structure right here to the upside. But when it does that, it makes a high, higher low, and breaks structure to the upside. It turns back around. Again, we're looking for a supply setup, right? All right. It breaks structure down here below. Okay. Now, ask yourself this question. If the market comes back to this area right here, is this supply? Of course it is. Yes, it is. This small area right here, we'll go ahead and mark it because it is supply. Right here. Okay. You see that? Broke up, pull back, broke structure to the upside. But we're looking for a supply setup, not a demand setup, because we broke structure on the higher time frame to the downside. The market now pushes lower. Push down, pull back, boom. This is aggressive selling. If you do not know what supply and demand is, please take the time to either watch my videos on the channel and to educate yourself on them or educate yourself somewhere else as well, okay? I'm not saying you have to stick by what I have to say, but I'm going to tell you now that I spent lots of times. I got over 600 videos here on this channel, and I do this for a purpose because I want to see people become profitable. This stuff is not hard. The more you practice it, the easier it gets. Break structure right below here at what? 65, right? So we broke structure to the downside. This is aggressive selling. The market comes back to it. Guys that follow the channel, members of the community, what do? We look for a break and a close of a candle in the opposite direction. We get it right here. What do? We go short. Where? Back down to the low. So for me, let me go ahead and move this over a little bit. Okay, yes. All right, because the market actually pulled a little deeper into that zone there. So I'm going to look for the close and break of the candle below, which is going to be, if I'm aggressive, I'm going to get in right here at the bottom of this bullish wick right here at 64 and a quarter. I mean, 3/4. But I always talk about look for the close of the candle. So right here at 62 and a half, you get into the trade. It does come back against you, about 3 or 4 points there, but you got to understand this is the area where at the back end right here, the top end at 69, that's going to be your area where you're going to place your stop at pretty much. Okay, now I'm not telling you where to place your stop at, but that's typically where I talk about placing stops at, because this is the back end of the area supply right here. If you're waiting for the rejection at this zone right here, when the market pulls back to it, then we're waiting for the rejection. We get the break of the close. So the entry point from where the market rejected it would have been in this area right here. Okay. All right. The entry point was here, but the rejection started here. So we don't want to see the market come back and close above 69 and a quarter. Okay. So you may say 3 or 4 points. Well, that's pretty significant. No, that's not a lot of drawdown, guys, because you have to give the market some room to breathe, because the banks, institutions, the market makers, they're going to try to stop people out. That's their aim. They know that people are interested and probably got in a trade right here. So they're going to fake people out and scare them out the market on this pullback right here. Okay. Enough to scare them out the market. Okay. And cause them to either break even or lose some money, depending on where you got in your trade at. But you get to the trade, say 62 and a half. All right. Maybe even at 63. Boom. You're in the trade. The market comes all the way down and closes below 56 and a half. You took profit and you pick yourself up about 7 points right there. Okay. Really easy stuff. Then the market turns back around. All right. So again, supply setup from the break of structure off the higher time frame we saw to the downside. Now we're talking about supply. We look for the supply setup on the lower time frame chart. Again, we are still bearish on on the higher time frame. So I'm still looking for supply setups, okay, to go short. The market does push higher here and break structure above here, but it's on the lower time frame chart. We have not broke structure to the upside on the higher time frame, so my mindset is still bearish. Okay, turns back around. What does it do? Break structure on the way back down on the lower time frame at 66 3/4. I'm looking for that to happen. Why? Because now this becomes an area of supply right here. On the move down, aggressive move to the downside, all right, the market breaks below area structure, pulls back to this area of supply. I've already marked it once I seen this break of structure right here. Aggressive selling, supply, market, wait for the pullback to that area right there. The market comes back to that zone right there. What do? You wait for rejection. Now you see this right here. I'm going to move this box. Okay, that's what a lot of professional traders like to call an M structure. Okay, an M structure is a clear definition or clear sign that the market is really trying to reject. Okay, it goes up, excuse me, pulls back, pushes up, boom. You see how that's an M? So, and then you want to take the trade right below the base of the bottom of the M right there. So the moment it closes below that, let's say you got it here at 72, you run it back down to the lows, and the lows is down here at 65.5, and you pick yourself up another 7 points. It is that easy if you practice this stuff over and over. But take a look here, because it actually gave you another setup to go short, okay? All right, let me erase this. Look, that box that we had, that's another supply setup right there. Why? Went up here, broke structure. Go ahead and mark your supply zone right there. Again, it gets up there. It even gives you that M structure setup, M structure again, okay? Right here in this area. Look for the rejection. It pushed up, pull back, pushed up, wicked here. The candle closed below. That's a sign that the market doesn't want to push higher. Go short. Back down here to the lows at 63, okay? So let's say you got in, I don't know, let's see, came up here. Let's say you got in here around 70, 70.5, somewhere around there. You took it down to 63. Another beautiful trade right there. You pick yourself up, 7, 8 points really easy right there, okay? So back to back, you probably, depending on what time you trade, but this right here was doing the US session right here. Those two trades right there would have gave you 14 points. 7 on each trade if you held through, okay? All I'm trying to say is that you can definitely learn this stuff in 30 days and less if you really spend the time. But the key to it is, I'm telling you right now, is to master market structure. Once you master the market structure part of it, and you're able to understand the flow of the market and be able to read the market, guess what? All it is breaking the strategy down, practicing that strategy over and over and over and over, okay? Using multiple confluence from a higher time frame, looking for entries on a lower time frame, and you've got it, okay? Now, again, if you're interested in joining the Discord community, find that link down in the description portion of the video. Invite yourself in. It's free of charge, okay? You can come over and join us on the trading floor. That's where we as traders on the day, we post our post entries of our trades, okay? Because it does help other individuals to see what type of trades, that traders are taking, okay? So that way you can ask questions if you don't understand a specific trade. Now, I also have what is the Elite membership, okay? That is basically a tier-based program through YouTube. All you're doing is supporting me as a content creator, but what you receive are my trade breakdowns where I go into detail about my trades, okay? Like today, I posted one for the private community, all right? For them to be able to see my trades that I took on the day, okay? There's loads of videos already on there. I go into great detail as if you're sitting right next to me, and I break those things down. You can see me take the trades. I'll talk to you before I get into the trade, why I'm looking at certain zones and why I took certain trades, as well as where my profit targets, when I'm looking to take profit at. I break those things down. You don't have to be sitting next to me. I actually show you this stuff in video so you can see and understand and learn, okay? And then you can ask questions, okay, if you have a question about something. Also, you receive the video playlist. That is a hand-selected list of videos that I've selected from this channel out of 600 videos, so you don't have to watch 600 videos, okay? I've selected those. Those videos are the ones that I feel like cover the most pertinent information, the most valuable information surrounding how I trade when it comes to supply and demand. So, you may be asking, how much is it? It's only $6.99 a month. That's about how much you spend for a price of a cup of coffee a day. For those that buy their coffee from Starbucks, probably spend more than that. Okay, we're talking about $6.99 a month for all that educational material that you can use to practice to basically be on your way. $6.99 a month. Okay, to where now you can subscribe to that and become profitable in less than 30 days if you really know what you're doing and you really grasp and understand market structure. I'm not promising anything. I'm just telling you the fact is that there are tons of individuals that have already shown improving consistency by basically, going through the videos. Look, I'm not someone that just made 30 videos. I'm not someone that has a training or trading course or mentorship program. I do this stuff and I started this channel because of the fact is I want to see people truly become successful. All right. And if you don't believe me, again, come over to the Discord community and ask fellow members. They will tell you the truth, okay? All right? I'm not even going to toot my horn. I'll allow them to speak, okay? Because they're the ones that have spent the time, okay, the hard work, practicing, and lots of them are reaping the benefits now, okay? All right? So for $6.99, that's your choice. If you choose to, want to gather further information and grasp an understanding about the trades I take, and I break those things down as well as the video playlist. So if you're interested in that, that's all you have to do is click on the join button. You'll see that link or that button right there, right here on the video. It'll say JOIN, the join button. There'll be two tiers that'll pop up. You'll see one that says loyal channel supporter. The other one will say elite channel member or elite channel supporter. That's the one you want to join, the elite channel membership or elite channel supporter tier, because that's the one that's going to give you the trade breakdowns, the video playlist. So $6.99. Again, you can also find the join button on the YouTube channel homepage. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate all and everyone, each person that has currently and has already joined and become an elite channel membership. We have tons of individuals that have done so. I appreciate you guys. That's the reason why I spend my time in making those videos, those trade session videos and trade breakdown videos, to give it to you guys privately so that you can grasp an understanding of my trades, because the sooner the better, right? The sooner that you understand this stuff, the better you're going to be, the sooner you're going to be on your way to making and becoming profitable, making money yourself, right? All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Please do me a favor. If you're a first-time viewer, take the time to go ahead and subscribe to the channel now by clicking on the sub button. Make sure to turn on all your post notifications by clicking on that bell. And last but not least, drop a like on the video. See you in the next one. Take care and have a wonderful evening.